Hello everyone, welcome back to the Java course 2023. In this video, we are going to discuss about various types of inheritance. So we have discussed a lot about the inheritance and how various methods, constructors, static block can be called when the inheritance is in play. Okay, today we will discuss what are the various types of inheritance. So the first type of inheritance is single level inheritance. Now single level inheritance means there is one parent class and only one child class is there for that parent class. So we have seen this type of inheritance where we have the parent class was house and the child class is bungalow. Okay, so this is a very common example of, or actually the single level inheritance is very common, right? So this is an example of single level inheritance. Now next is multi-level inheritance. Okay, so multi-level inheritance means this is a parent. Okay, this is a parent class. Bungalow is the child class. Bungalow inherits the parents. Now there is another class B, suppose, or maybe C. There is a class C which extends bungalow, and there is a class D which extends C, right? So this is the example of multi-level inheritance. So house extends bungalow. Bungalow is being extended by C class, and C class is being extended by D class. Maybe this is, let's say, luxury bungalow. Luxury bungalow. Luxury bungalow will have more facilities other than bungalow, and maybe and luxury bungalow is being extended by maybe say another one, you can say mansion, more bigger than, so it extends this. So I hope you are understanding what is the pattern. Okay, one after the first is the parent class. A child class inherits the parent class, then that child class gets inherited by another child class, then that child class gets inherited by another child class. So this continues. This sequence of inheritance is known as multi-level inheritance, in which there are multiple levels of inheritance. Okay, so that's how things work. And all the concepts that we have discussed till now about whether how constructors are called, how static block is called, how every other thing is called, will remain the same. If you look for, suppose, luxury bungalow, okay, if you look for luxury bungalow, if I call a constructor, and write s out inside luxury bungalow, and then I say I write another constructor mansion, and I write s out inside mansion. And now if I try to print, wait, I have, let's comment all this out. Okay, and the mansion is mansion equal to new mansion. So the parent class of mansion is luxury bungalow. The parent class of luxury bungalow is bungalow. The parent class of bungalow is house. So let's see how constructor calls goes, because the concept will be same, right? So if I say mention, or let me just write this only, we are only going to discuss how constructor is being called. Once we create an object of a class, the constructor will be called itself, no need to call anything else. So if I run the it, you can see here, first inside parent static block. So static block of parent means this has ran, this is a super parent or very upper level in the inheritance. Okay, then there is a child. Whose child? This bungalow. The bungalow class static method will be invoked. Why? Because these all the class is first loaded. So when all the classes are being loaded, the static method will get called first for all the classes that is being loaded. Then what is called? This is bungalow. Why this is bungalow? Because inside the, when we are calling the child class constructor is calling the parent class constructor with the argument. So a parent class constructor, or with the parameterized constructor, will be called. Okay, then inside bungalow constructor, then inside luxury bungalow, and then inside mansion. So how things work is, you are giving a call to public mansion, this mansion constructor of the mansion. This mansion constructor implicitly is calling its parent class constructor. So its parent is luxury bungalow. This luxury bungalow's constructor is being called by its child constructor, but this class itself is a child class of some other parent class. So its parent class is bungalow. So it's calling the parent of its own. Its parent bungalow. Its parent bungalow is itself calling its parent class constructor with a parameter of a string. So it will search for that parameterized constructor in its parent class which has a string as a parameter. So this will call out, right? So that's how the things work in multi-level inheritance. Next thing is, or the next type is hierarchical in inheritance. Now hierarchical inheritance is like one class is the parent and there are multiple child class of its. So you will say that okay, it's the same case here. There is a one class, one parent class house, and there are multiple child classes, right? Bungalow is also the child class, but luxury bungalow and mansion both are not the immediate parent of, or both have the different immediate parent. We are talking about immediate parent class. Even the luxury bungalow's parent is house. Okay, this house class is the parent of luxury bungalow also, no doubt in that, but it is not the immediate parent. Okay, the immediate parent of luxury bungalow is bungalow. The immediate parent of mansion is luxury bungalow. Why? The immediate parent is the parent, or is the parent class which is being extended. So after writing extends, the class that we write here is the immediate parent. Okay, right? Like you are the child of your parent. Okay, so your mother and father are your immediate parent, but your grandmother and grandfather are like your parents or like your mother father, but your mother father will always be the immediate parent. Okay, so it's the same way it works, but in hierarchical inheritance it works like one parent has multiple immediate child classes, or you can say that all the child classes have only one immediate parent. Okay, so I can take example like this. Let's take class A, or let's not mess up here, let's create some classes here. We can create classes whether above this public class or below it, as you wish. So suppose class A is the parent class. Okay, now class B extends A. Class B extends A, right? There is another class C which also extends A, and there is another class D which also extends A. So in this case, these B, C, D, all these three classes are the child classes of the same parent class A. All have their immediate parent as A. Okay, so it's like B, C, D are the sibling classes. Okay, right? You and your sister are the siblings, and you have the same parent. Your mother father is the same parent, right? So it's same way hierarchical inheritance is also works. Thus one single parent class is the parent of multiple child classes, or the is the immediate parent of multiple child classes, and all the child classes are called siblings. So this is the third type of inheritance, hierarchical inheritance. Now two more types of inheritance are there: multiple inheritance and hybrid inheritance. Now to understand about multiple inheritance and hybrid inheritance, you need to know about interfaces. So when we will discuss about interfaces concept, then we will discuss about the multiple inheritance, because that multiple inheritance is not achieved through classes. The multiple inheritance is not achieved through classes, it is achieved through interfaces in Java. Okay, so that's the important concept, and we will learn about that concept when we will come to the interfaces. So that's all for this video. I hope you have understood about three different types of inheritance that can be achieved through the classes. Okay, and everything that we have discussed about the inheritance works the same way, right? All the constructor calls, static block call, method call, okay, how parent reference can be used for child object, everything works the same way. You can watch the previous video that I will give in I button or in the description of the playlist. Okay, so that's all for this video. I will see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.